and we're live. Let's just wait for a couple of minutes because Facebook does take a couple of minutes to let everyone know that we're live. So let's just wait for that. Meanwhile, Arnob and Abdus, are you guys
Yes.
excited about going live with Uptime 360 on PitchGround?
Yeah, we are excited. We're excited about the product.
Awesome. Already started getting inquiries, questions, and everything. Is the chat support chat like flooded already with questions?
Yes, it is. It is. There's so much questions, and of course, traffics are gathering on the website. We are trying to
I
help
hope
them.
I hope you're ready to handle more questions.
Of course. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna be fun. I think a
Sure.
lot of people are really very excited about the product. I've been getting a lot of feedbacks that the UI and UX has been top notch, and people are absolutely in love with that. So all the efforts that went into building the current UI and UX is really worth it. Uh,
Yes, right.
let's just wait for another couple of minutes, and hey guys, if you've joined in, please drop in your hi. Let us know how is your day going so far. We're going to be starting off this amazing product tour with Abdus and Arnob for Uptime 360 very shortly in just about a minute. Meanwhile, stay tuned with us. We have a lot of things to share with you guys, and it's going to be a lot of fun. Meanwhile, make sure that you drop in your hi. Let us know, is it day for you? Is it night for you right now? Which part of the world you guys are? And how is the work from home treating you guys? I hope it's not frustrating, and everyone has been able to focus and use this as an opportunity to grow and pivot their business. That's something that's very important.
That's right. Working
Awesome.
from home is
All right. I guess people have started joining in. Meanwhile, we can start. So, hey guys, thank you so much for joining in. My name is Udit Goenka, and I'm the founder and CEO of PitchGround. And welcome to this incredible product tour plus walkthrough plus a Q&A session for Uptime 360, where we will be going in depth and talking about everything about Uptime 360. We're also going to be introducing you to the founder and CTO of Uptime 360. We're going to dive deep into who they are, what kind of product they made, and why did they made this product. And we all know how frustrating it can be when your website is down and you're sleeping and you don't even know your website is down. And I'm 100% sure all of us have experienced that downtime once. Not necessarily because of your website, but because of your server and where you're hosted. And we have experienced this quite a lot of times, especially because like I and my existing co-founder started our journey as a hosting provider. So we kind of know how frustrating it can be when the websites go down for the users. But at the same time, we are equally excited that you have built such an incredible solution. So let's get started, guys. Abdus, would you like to introduce yourself to the entire community?
Yeah, sure. I'm Abdus Samad, founder and CTO of SAM Solution Limited. Uptime 360 is our first SaaS product, and we are very excited to launch with PitchGround. We appreciate all the effort last 2-3 months they provided us and help us to grow. And finally, we launched in PitchGround. And actually, I am doing server business last 7 or 8 years. Sometimes I manage more than over 3,000, not 300, more than 3,000 server I was managing. Actually, I was doing VPN business. So in this VPN business, a lot of BPS need to manage, and a lot of things need to manage inside the VPS. Because for the VPN sometimes some IP need to be blacklisted, some service need to be blocked. So after doing so much effort, after putting so much effort, when I realized I need some monitoring system, so I look for the market and I see Pingdom and such like product. They are very expensive, and to manage a 3,000 server is too much pain. I cannot even sleep at night because I was wondering maybe some server get corrupted, maybe some server is down or down for the abuse or so many things. So then I realized maybe I can develop a monitoring system in my own. Then first time I managed to develop a small thing. Then day by day, I was thinking, yes, if in this frustration situation, if I can develop a monitoring system which help me to get proper sleep and spend some quality time with my family and friends, then I realized, yes, maybe some other people are in the same shoes. So why not I help them? So in that mind, I was thinking, okay, I need to develop a monitoring system which will be cost effective, because some people manage so many servers, they need a cheaper solution. Not every people, some enterprise level, they can spend a lot of money, but the startup like me and small and medium company, they cannot afford to spend so much money. So
I have a very funny question for you.
yeah, sure.
How much would have costed you if you would have not built a solution, and if you would have gone with Pingdom? What would have been your monthly bill?
How it's too much, too much. Because if in Uptime 360, a $5 plan is for 10 server. So if $5 plan is for 10 server, if I want to manage 3,000 server, it's too much, way beyond imagine. Because maybe managing 3,000 server, if I get profit for let's say $2,000 a month, but if I pay $1,000 only for the monitoring the system, that's too much. Maybe
Right.
we can spend $50, $100 like this.
Right.
So that's why we develop and we introduce this same business for other people. So in this
Awesome.
way,
That's
in this
brilliant.
way, you can help others.
Definitely, that's a great motive to begin with. At the startup is to help other startup. There's no other better motive than that. Let's talk a bit more about your team. So, when did you start your company? Like, how old is the company, and how big is your team right now?
Yeah, Sam Solution Limited is founded in 2008.
Ah, that's so. It's been 12 years since you guys have been
Yeah,
there.
almost 12
That's
years.
awesome.
A long
That's really
journey.
awesome. I was a teenager. I was 18 years old when you started your company.
Oh, okay. So I was looking for a good developer and project manager. Then maybe 3 years, before 3 years, I got Arnob. He is very good at developing and programming and CI/CD and the other server stuff. Lots of developer. What I find difficult is lots of developer, they can develop and program, but they don't have enough knowledge about the server and the server stack. They can develop such thing only for the web-based purpose, not for the server. Then
Right.
when I see Arnob and I see the prospect, then we hired Arnob as a project manager, and then I just relax. I introduce what I need to do, and Arnob make it finished.
So you were like, I'm not taking care of it, or no, do it and get it done.
Yes,
That's
exactly.
hilarious. So Arnav, how has been your experience with Uptime 360 so far?
If I say honestly, it was really, really very exhausting for actually putting all the things together, putting all the plans together in the platform as Mr. Abdus Samad planned. Or when I met him first, actually the way he shared his vision, his mission, and everything towards his platform and applications,
Hmm?
I felt very connected, and I thought, of course,
That's the most important thing.
that's right. I felt very connected, and I thought, yes, the way I was also dreaming. I thought I can flourish my dream here with him. I can
Hmm?
work together and actually do the things that I was also actually trying to put all my experiences together, and actually I was trying to practice my experiences. So here our city sir, Mr. Abdul Samad, actually gave me that freedom to practice.
Awesome. I think that really makes a huge difference, because when you're managing any sort of project, and if you get that flexibility to do anything as you want, it makes such a huge difference because you get the flexibility to pick the right tech or the right team, build things around. So that also puts you in a lot of pressure because he has that sort of a trust on you.
Yeah.
So that also puts you like on that position that, hey, I cannot screw up, you know. Because if I have been given this responsibility that I can do anything as I want, then that actually is more dangerous at times. So you really got to prove yourself as an individual, and this applies with anyone in the company. It doesn't matter um, at what position you are. So you did a fantastic job with Uptime 360. I absolutely in love. I'm loving the product. People are loving the product. We are getting insane feedbacks, and we haven't even done the webinar. So it's incredible. Like the word is spreading so very rapidly for Uptime 360 already that people have been like really waiting for this webinar so that they can really dig in deep and learn more about the product. One thing that people are really appreciating is the UI UX. It has been absolutely gorgeous. So brilliant work on that, guys. The software came out brilliant. The whole UI UX experience is so smooth that I'm pretty sure that from here, this is really gonna be like some incredibly powerful product coming down the road. So Arnob, let's dive in. If you can share your screen, we'll dive into the product tour right away, and we'll go through every single feature. Meanwhile, guys, if you have any questions for Uptime 360, please drop in your questions below. We'll answer and we'll take every single question that you have right now. The whole purpose of this live session is to ensure that you get to learn everything about the product, the use of it, how easy it is to use, and how incredibly powerful it is. But more than that, the incredible team behind the product that's supporting this product, which is what always makes the difference. And we always try to bring such incredible founders on PitchGround who not only cares about their product, but at the same time they care about the PitchGrounders who are going to be really helping such founders to really spread the word. And once again, I would like to thank everyone for joining in today. So Arnob, to you, if you can share your screen and let's dive right into the product and start sharing the amazing, incredible stuff that you guys have built.
Yeah, sure.
Awesome.
Yeah,
So
right.
me and Abdus, meanwhile, will just switch off our camera so that you can take over the entire screen. And once the product tour is done, I'll come back again, and Abdus will come back again, and then we'll start the Q&A session. Sounds good?
Yeah, sounds good.
Awesome. You just need to hit the scale. Yeah, there you go.
Yes. Is it live? Can you see my screen?
Yeah, the screen is live. So I'm gonna disappear for some time now. So that, yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So first, I'm logging into the system. Of course, sign up is very easy at Uptime 360. You just, if you have a Gmail account, you just hit this button and get yourself signed up. That's it, single click. And if you don't, then just fill up the manual fields and just hit the sign up button. And when the sign up is successfully done, then you get a verification link in your email address. Sometimes it reaches to the spam, maybe, but we did take care of those spams so that it doesn't bother users. Mostly it will reach out to your inbox. If it doesn't, then please look in the spam folder. So you'll get there within just a few seconds. Okay, here is the dashboard. In dashboard, actually you see how many servers you have added. The summary counts, website checks and blacklist added in your account. You see the counts here. And also you see the recent activities you made in your account in this sidebar, right sidebar. And here in this graph, it actually shows the average service availability. Like you have 10 servers added in your account, the total average availability, what was the total average availability of all those servers? That chart actually shows here. Same for the websites, checks, and blacklist. So you can start adding servers, websites, just right clicking here, server add, or you can serve through this sidebar menu. And you can see the incidents here in this short icon and view all incidents here. There's also some helpful notes so that you know what's happening here, and also the help document URLs. Some of you actually have noticed that our help URL is not yet live. We are trying hard, honestly, trust us. We are trying hard to put all things together, and we are doing our best. So we'll make it live as soon as possible. Maybe within 24, 36 hours, we'll make everything live on the website. Okay, so let's start doing start demonstrating from the server side. Here's the feature, our very sophisticated and very well replenished feature, where you can see, you can monitor your servers, and you can see the whole performance metrics of your server. Performance metrics like this, you see everything, every detail, every tiny detail of your server, and see the beautiful charts, disk usage, inet usage, network speed, RAM usage, average load, CPU usage, and of course the most important stuffs like CPUs, total CPU usage currently, and downtime, RAM usage. There's of course tooltip, helpful tooltip, so that you know what's happening here, how the accountings are happening, and you can filter your chart data within a specific range of dates. And there's quick filters like last 30 days, weekly, daily. And then there's other tabs like for individual tabs so that you can see the data of your very important stuff in the system, like CPU. If you got the core of CPU you got, the number of charts is generated here. Like if you got 2 cores, then 2 charts generated. If you got 4 cores, then that's how it is. And in this chart, you see the chart showing data, what the data is being showing for. The labels are here. And of course, you can filter the labels, take them off or bring them in. And RAM data. And also your swap usage. It shows your swap usage. Disk. Oh, of course, you see the total, all partitions here listed in your disk page, and also the usage of all those partitions. Here's the network part. Here you see the list of all the interfaces active in your system network. And then based on those interfaces, your network chart is propagated. Oh, The thing that is being flickering is for the refresh counts. I can actually pause it if I want, or I can keep it running so that your pages refreshes automatically while you were seeing, maybe you were watching over your specific server details and sitting relax. So it will refresh automatically and show you updated data. For now, let's pause it and check other tabs. Here it shows all the processes that is currently running in your system. See all the system. It's paginated. You see all the processes running in your system here. And alert. Here is that there are some default alerts that are pre-configured while you are adding your server. And of course, you can add many more alerts by clicking on the Add Alert tab. One thing to remember that you get this button while you are on Alert tab, not on Others tab, but on Alert tab. So here's the alert. You see all the alerts here: CPU usage, CPU wait, system load, and even with the processes, RAM usage, a lot of pre-offered alert types which you can use to generate the server alert. Like if you want to monitor that if your server disk is aggregated more than 80%, then you get the alert, or RAM usage is more than 80%, then you get the alert. Then you can set the alert type like this, 80%, or maybe comparison operator is more than 80%. And occurrences, how many occurrences to be counted, like if the 80% is filled up, then it checks twice or thrice to confirm if it is really 80%, or if the same incident occurs twice or thrice, then you get the notification. It will actually minimize the false positive alerts, so that you get for sure that this is actually happening. This incident actually occurred at your instance. And you can set your contacts here, like your team members here, to receive your alerts. And for now, Uptime 360 offers almost 50 team members with lifetime view that is featuring PitchGround. Okay, so for here, and here this button actually shows how many incidents occurred in this specific server. And you can get back to the details by clicking here. Very same server details. Okay, if I go back to the incident page again, then you see a lot of incidents that are actually showing status okay. I had to click on resolve and click on OK. I'm doing it manually to let Uptime 360 know that the incident that occurred in the system is resolved now, so that Uptime 360 will not keep it pending. And later when you will check, you will see all the incidents that are waiting for you to take care of. Okay. So there's so far the server portions are, and of course you can do the basic filterings like how many servers are online, how many servers got alerts, how many of them are actually enabled, disabled. And for other basic operations like edit, delete, disable, clear history, you can do them by clicking here in these three dots. To edit server, you can just hit the edit button and do editings, change the project if you want, or adjust your alerts basic alerts, and save. And also you can clear your history, like all the performance matrices that were being collected by Uptime 360 and stored. You can clear them by clicking here. You can disable your server so that Uptime 360 will not collect data from this disabled server anymore until you make it enable again. And if you somehow actually forget the agent code to install in your system, you can get it by clicking here, agent install. You just hit the copy button and just paste it in your instance. That it will, rest of the things it will do automatically. It will automatically install the agent in your system and will start collecting data for visualizing at your portal, Uptime 360 portal. And for curious minds, if you want to check what are the performance metrics is being collected by Uptime 360, if there is any buggy stuffs or any other suspicious or dubious stuffs that are that might be collected, you can check it, check the installation agent here by visiting this link. Just copy this link. And you can download the installation agent and see by yourself. Okay. So that's the server part. And adding server is super easy, as I've just shown you. Okay. You'll have to put your server name here, choose a project, or if you want to create a new project, just add new project, hit on this green tick, then project is added, and then choose the platform. Currently, we are offering our solution for the Linux platforms only, but on our roadmap, we are also have added for RDS, I mean for Windows service monitoring system. Where the agents are being under development. I will surely let you know once the agent is developed and released. And you can adjust alert and just hit the add new button. That's it. And you'll have to wait just a minute to get all your performance metrics and displayed right under on the agents page. Okay, moving into next feature, that is website. Website monitoring is like just website uptime monitoring. You add a website, just by writing the website name, putting the URL here, and the selecting project name. And for search string, actually, if you want to specifically search any string in your website HTML code, then you can place it here. You can write it here, and you can select the delay duration. If you select 1 minute or 2 minutes, it is considered as very sensitive website monitoring. So it may sometimes send you notification for even for tiny downtimes, like for 20 seconds, 30 seconds. It happens on all the servers, the tiny network glitches. So if you select 1 minute delay duration, then sometimes it may uh, give you the notification for very short downtimes, like for 5 to 10 seconds downtime again. So, and then you adjust your alert here and set the occurrences, number of occurrences. Occurrences, as I explained while I go for on the server, the occurrences is very same here. The load time you select here for 2 seconds, 3 seconds, or 5 seconds. It's in second, the bar. So that for that 7 seconds, if that happen, no, if your website actually takes more time, more than 7 seconds, if you set to 7 or to 5, if your website takes more than 5 seconds for 3 times, then you'll get the notification. And if you check on this box, then it will also monitor if your website's HTML code has this string that you have put here. Okay, so, and you select a team if you want your team members also to get the notification. That's how your website monitoring starts. And let's go to the PitchGround website. You see, PitchGround website is continuously up. Load time is very short from the server that is monitoring PitchGround's website. The data showing in MS actually, do not get confused. It's actually the load time. The first response it is get from the monitoring station. So sometimes if it is in the same region, the server where the PitchGround hosted and the monitoring station where it is placed, if the region matches somehow, then the load time will be very short. So this is, and here you see the status with PitchGround had downtime today. Oh yeah, I have noticed that Odi posted on his Facebook page that he was using PitchGround to monitor. He was using actually Afton 360 to monitor PitchGround, and he got the downtime notification. Maybe it was that glitch when he was checking. Okay. So here's the detail log. Last 50 incident checking logs are being displayed here, so that you can see if there was any downtime very recently. And of course, like server features, you can filter your data within a specific date range, very wide date range. For the lifetime deal users, we are offering data retention for more than 90 days. In fact, our CTO, Mr. Abdus Samad, actually suggested me to make the platform in their way so that we can offer users more days data retention, like for a year. So I'm onto that. I'm working on that. Our team, we are working on that. And clicking on this box, you see the incidents, recent incidents on your, I mean, the whole incident list here for that particular website. And you can go back to the details page. Yeah. Website has also some basic operations like servers. You can edit them by clicking here. Your full website details, or you can adjust them. The load time that you were checking. Okay. And of course, you can clear your history, disable the website if you want. Disable will not stop collecting data. I mean, the uptime data. And if you delete, it will be completely for any services. If you delete the service, then it will be completely deleted from the Uptime 360 servers. And this task is undoable. If you delete a service and if you somehow, anyhow, if you do it accidentally, even after showing the pop-up alert, if you do it, then there's no any way that we can pull out the old performance matrices and send back to you. We cannot do that actually. So before deleting your services, think twice. Thank you. Okay. And of course, yeah, for bulk operation, there's bulk operation for all the services. And even you can filter by your project, services by your project. It is here on servers too. On all the services, you can filter through the by selecting your project. Even you can search them. Okay, and I'm moving on to next feature, big feature, that is actually service monitoring. I mean, specialized services, we call it checks. So here you can monitor your services very amazingly. Like, it's very easier to monitor. Like, you might have Nginx installed in your server, or maybe Radius installed in your server, or it could be MySQL or any other services. Okay, in a server, maybe Open Connect. If I go for the VPN, maybe Open Connect. So here you can actually configure them with port, your built-in port or your custom port, and you can monitor themselves here. Or maybe, most importantly, we got a few of our customers today who are actually was trying to monitor their live CC cam. So they asked us in a question if they can monitor their CC cam. We, of course, suggested them to start monitoring right here. Yes, you can monitor your CC cam too. So here is how the data is being populated in the details page, like last 50 checks, if you, with status and log time, and the performance visualization. How is performing? If there is any downtime, then it will go down and up. And your filtration, data filtration, and some basic summary. What type of check you are checking on this server? What is your IP, current status, project, and all other things here. I can do edit, add new, right, by clicking here, or see the incidents that occurred in this specific checks. So if we go on add, then there's first you have to put your check name. You have to put the host name by typing just the IP, or maybe your host name, just like PitchGround.com. You can do these two, either domain or IP. So, but host is of course required, otherwise, but I won't. Okay, and then you can select the project and select the common services that are offered. The FTP, SSH, RDP. Okay. Maybe PitchGround.com might have their FTP server, which is opened on port 21, or maybe they, for security reasons, they have their custom port. So it could be 2121 or something else. So they can write it here. You can write your port number here and set the timeouts and check delay, like for 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes. As I mentioned before, the 1 minute is considered as very sensitive. So standard 3 to 5 minutes is standard for checking. But of course, if your service is sensitive, by considering all the sensitive services, which needs to be monitored every minute. So there is 1 minute. We do check 1 minute very carefully, very sensitively. And you can adjust the response time here, response time of your particular checks and set the occurrences, that how many times it has to occur before alerting you, writing your email address, and you can select your team. So here in the check name, host, project, once all of them are configured, then you can click on add now to start monitoring. Okay, so going back to checks again, there are, like other services, there's basic operations for checks to edit, delete, disable, and clear history, and also the bulk operations and project filtering. Okay, and also some basic filters here. On. Okay. Okay, and for blacklist, there is blacklist sometimes is very important, very considered as very advanced feature, which is rarely offered by the uptime monitoring platforms right now available in the market. Okay, so maybe there are some platforms who offers uh, blacklist monitoring. Here we are offering your blacklist monitoring with uptime 360, which checks your server with more than 200 DNSPL provider, 209, which is huge. And we are continuously updating our providers list. And there's a lot more to improve. I know there's a lot more to improve our blacklist feature. We are working on it day and night to provide you most advanced blacklist checker. So you'll be able to find more details and more about the providers and how to, if you are blacklisted on any of the providers, then you will actually get some tips where and how to contact and where to contact to unlist yourself. Okay, so we have that in mind. We are working on these features, and soon will be available in the platform. And you can see the detail log here. For about blacklist, you may not see that is being checked every minute, because blacklist enlisting or delisting is a lengthy process. Like if you are blacklisted to any provider, it will take at least 12 hours to delist yourself from them. So what we do is we do check it as it is a slow procedure. So we do, our default delay duration is 60 minutes. Okay. So, and for other features are there as usual, Balkan operation and your all the projects filtering and all the basics filtering. And to add a blacklist, there's nothing much to do. What all you have to do is just blacklist name, IP, host IP, host name or IP, and select the team if you want your team members to receive alerts. Then that's it, very easy. There's two important features actually I missed. Let's go back to checks again. If you have a lot of checks, then there's a good feature, a good tool in Uptime 360 that you can import them in bulk. Like here, you can put them in a text file in a single line, like in a single line, one by one, and then load the text file here and then create It will create all the checks. It will import all the checks. And even you can copy all the IPs, your checks IPs or hosts in line by line. And then you can start importing with selecting delay duration and timeouts and project. It will be imported to the specific project and we'll start monitoring. That's a cool feature, I guess. Okay. So a lot of you might have multiple checks, which you don't need to add them one by one. You can import them all together, and later if you need different configuration, you can use the edit feature to configure them. And you can do the same here, the import on bulk import on blacklist too. You can put your hostname.com like this and do the import. You will do exactly same like checks, start monitoring. You will import all the host together. Okay. After blacklist, there's big feature that is notification. You can see all the incidents that occurred in your systems, or all the services. You can see them here, and you can see the channels that are available to receive notification: Slack, Twilio, Twitter, pushover. Okay, so you can receive notification to all of these services that are available. And for status pages, that is one of the premium feature, I would say. And we are pushing more updates tonight on status page. Okay, so on status page, you can add the status page for the services that you have added in your account. Like you can select the services. You can select multiple services if you want, or single services, websites, chats, blacklist. If you do the save, then it will create a status page. You can upload logo for your status page, name, you can select the project, and you can set the custom domain. We have, you can see the status page by visiting the URLs. You can put the description here, set the chart color as per your requirements. Incidents, you can manage the incidents here. That is very important for some small to big enterprises, like even for the website owners or like the API providers. If they are facing some outage issues or they got any incidents on their services and that is being taken care, so this incident management will help their users to let the users know that they are working on it or they are investigating or whatever they are doing. They can update through this incident management page. Okay, like server or like if server is down, we are investigating. Okay, we are checking the API server like this. So once the issue is over, you can mark it as resolved. and your users get to see all of them. You can see all the subscriber here listed in your status page. So if there is an incident you publish here, your subscribers gets the notifications, even if the services that you have enlisted here. If any of these enlisted services faces any incidents, or occurs any incidents, then your subscribers gets notifications. So let's visit it status page so that we can see how it's look like. This is the current design of our status page. You can see a logo here, and you can filter through the status page and performance data. You can change the layout here. Okay, or whichever you like, and your users can subscribe to this status page by clicking here. Okay, and your incidents shows here like this. Let me create an incident for this status page. Okay, that's how you publish your incident, and the incident is displayed here. Yes, that is displayed here. Okay, and your status page name shows here. So if there is any subscribers, they might have already received the notification about this incident, so they don't get panic, and you can fix your issues relaxedly. We have more updates on status page. We are making it more sophisticated and more premium to the platform, so you can feel this, and you don't have to think about ever to have any other status pages once you are subscribed to Abdus 360. So moving on to next page, there's not much actually right now. That's just your subscription packages are showing. Currently we are featuring this package. When you get your coupon, you click here, apply your coupon here, write your coupon code here, and write your coupon code here and claim. You can stack as many coupon as you want. It's stackable, unlimited times stackable. And to see the limits that you got in total, that is here. Your limits, you can see the limits, available limits by clicking here right after the button. Okay. So, and how many times you have claimed your coupon, you get the invoice generated here. And now let's come to team. Here you can see your team. One thing to remember, if your team member is not verified, then they will not be shown to any of your services. See, the team member, they are not verified. Okay, once you add a team member, then they will receive a notification to verify their account. I mean the team account in Abdus 360. So if they do not verify, then you will not be able to add them to any of your services. Let's see, my team members didn't verify, so that I cannot see them here. Okay. So team members has to verify their email address. And how many servers or which services they are assigned to, you can see the countings here. Even you can see the list here where they are assigned to, the servers or services or websites or checks, etc. You can update their details by clicking here, and even you can delete them, not if they are assigned to any servers or websites. So your team members can log into their account and check the services they are assigned to, but they will not be able to update any of your data, any of your servers data. What they can do is just receive the notifications and see the details. Okay, and then project. Here's the project. You can create the project from this page, or you can see all the projects that are existing here. And you can see how many services in which projects are currently assigned to, and you can manage them by clicking on this actions. Okay, the delete button is shown for this project only, my project only, because it has no services are assigned. If the services are assigned, you cannot delete the projects. You'll have to unassign the services, and if the project is empty, like 000 for all the services, then you can delete it. To update your profile, yes, you can click on the manage profile and see all your data, like your first name, last name, your others information, your time zone, your password, all this personal information you can update here. And you can see the activity log of your platform here. So, well, hit the address, and there are some quick links for all the pages, like for documentations. Sorry, it's not yet live. We're making it live as soon as we can. And developers and all others. You can also view your current limit. So we have shifted this link to here. Okay. So that's all for the portal for now, and a lot more in our roadmap. If you visit our roadmap, you'll see what we are planning to release in very short time. And of course, please don't forget to put your feedback about our services here on this page, or in PitchGround, or in this chat box. This chat box is available all over the platform, in your portal, in website. Okay, here's the roadmap. We are actually working on these services to reduce service monitoring, so that you can monitor your various server, PA monitoring, Chrome extension. We are developing Chrome extension so that you can receive the notification right here on your Chrome browser. You can. We are actually extending the notification channels. We are trying to integrate as much channel as possible, like most popular channels possible. Real-time traffic monitoring on your website, on this OS agent development, domain expiration monitoring. So they can edit domain and keep monitoring when it is getting expired. And location-based monitoring, like if you want to monitor any of your services based on some specific location, you can do that too. SSL certificates monitoring, you can see the notification and get the notification that when the SSL server is going to expire and your browser extensions. We are trying to bring as much, browser add-ons or extensions for all major browsers. So it's on a pipeline too. And we are actually brainstorming with some innovative ideas and suggestions that are being suggested by the PitchGround community on their website, blogs, and Facebook page. So we are collecting them and actually developing strategies how we can put them in the Upton 360. The goal is offering you such kind of platform so that you can never feel the gap, or you can never feel the needs of any other platform for your services. Everything you get there in right under a single umbrella.
Awesome, Arnav. That was really very helpful. So, guys, I hope you have truly enjoyed the software. We've gone very in depth, explained you every single feature out there, and I hope you guys are absolutely loving what you saw. And this is the beginning. They're going to be adding amazing stuff constantly. We wanted to make sure we especially took extra few months to ensure that majority of the stuffs are ready for you guys. When you dive in, you can get started from day one. So, Abdus, can you switch on your camera maybe so that we can dive into the Q&A, because we have got a ton of questions everywhere.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay,
sure.
awesome. So I'll start with the very first question. In future, you have API monitoring. So I guess this was already showed in the roadmap. It's coming up very soon. Any specific dates when the API might be launched?
Yes. On our
Yeah.
roadmap, if you click on the for this one, if I click on the roadmap name, you'll see the dates when we gonna launch.
Awesome. So, guys, it will be out anywhere in June,
Yes,
tentatively by June end at the very most.
that's right.
Let's move to the next question. Um, how are SMSs charged? So, George, you can simply add your own API key of Twilio, and whatever would be the charges, you can pay to Twilio directly. So, there is a direct integration that's available. You can head to notifications channel, Twilio, and simply enter your Twilio API details and token details. That's it. So any of the SMS charges. So if you don't want SMS, then that's completely up to you. But because we have provided so many options like Slack, email, Twitter, and there are so many different options. But if you still prefer to have SMS, then you can simply register an account with Twilio and enter your details, and you're all started. Let's move on to the next question. Um, the next question of those is: can we download data before it expires? Is there an export option for to downloading the data?
Actually, for this time, we don't have any option to download the data, but we have a plan. After the Upton 360 is stable and well decorated, and what we are thinking in our roadmap, and after a few months, if we get the feedback from the client, we'll sort it out everything. Then we have a plan. So customer can increase the data retention. For now, maybe it's 90 days, but we have a plan. If you pay some extra, we can manage your data for 1 year or 2 years or even 10 years. That is our plan. And when we will introduce that plan, the client can download their own data.
Awesome. So let's move on to the next question. It's from Steven, and he is asking, he's currently using VPS virtual servers, and he has got about like 6 sites for VPS. And it's currently hosted on DigitalOcean, and he's using Nginx server. And his question is, can Uptime 360 work with Nginx along with a shared hosting environment? Let's answer that question first. Then I have like follow-up question after that. So the question is, can Uptime 360 work with Nginx and with shared hosting?
Actually, Uptime 360 have two options. One is for check and another is server. For check, you don't have to install anything inside your VPS. So we have a monitoring system the monitoring server will check every time or every minute or every 5 minutes. If the service is up, if the service is down, then it will notify. And when they come back, it will notify again. This is for the check. If you want to monitor your Nginx, then you have to add the TCP and the port is 80. That is run the Nginx. And if you want to get the server metrics like the CPU uses, disk uses, inode uses, download, upload, and all the running processes, if you want to monitor, then you have to add in server. For server, you need a agent to install inside your VPS. That agent will gather all the data and send it to our server. So you can check every minute the live data. And in the alert section, if you want to just monitor the Nginx is running or not, then in the alert section, you have to go to the alert and create a new alert where the process is equal to Nginx. So the Uptime 360 will monitor every minute the Nginx, the process inside the process, this Nginx is running or not. If the Nginx process is not found in the process list, then it will notify you. When the Nginx will come back, it will notify you again with the downtime. So you have two options. You can add in check or server based on your need.
Awesome. So let's move on to the follow-up question from him. Does the agent run with root privileges?
Yes, you need to be root to install the agent. And for another reason, so many people are asking about the privacy. If an agent is running inside his VPS, it's a huge concern about the privacy. Is the agent is gathering any information from your server, or maybe the data is leaking from your server. So I will ask you, the agent program is open. It's just a shell script. You can check all the things in the shell script and you see it's just some command to get the data, nothing else. And all the program and code are open. So you can monitor what we are getting it.
Awesome.
So nothing about to worry.
Awesome.
Even another one thing is that that is when the data is coming from your VPS to Uptime 360, is the data protected? Yes, is the data is protected because we are transferring the data using the SSL encryption. So all the data is encrypted. So you don't have to worry about the privacy or whether it is leaking or not. And the agent code is open. So anytime you can check the agent code.
Awesome. So the next question is, are there any webhook options so we can take the action answer? So as far as I know, there are no webhooks, but Darshan, what you can do is you can go on their website and then click on the feedback in the footer and simply add whatever features you would like or that can make your life very easy using Uptime 360. Then just add it over there, and based on the upvotes, we would love to prioritize that. Moving on to the next question. Is the Windows and Mac available for monitor server?
For now, we just introduce the Linux, and we have a plan. First, we will introduce the Windows agent, and we're already thinking about that, and we're planning. We will use Electron.js to develop the Windows server agent, because most of the people are using server. They are installing some mission critical apps inside your server. Only those people need to monitor their system. Normal user, they don't need actually the monitor. So we plan, we cover all the Linux system, the Mac, CentOS, Ubuntu, Debian, and Ubuntu, and all other things. But for Windows Server, we have a huge community. They use Windows Server. So our first plan is to develop a Windows agent. After that, we can extend the Electron.js application to run that inside the Mac and the Linux desktop.
Awesome. So there's one question from Steven. It's about the stacking. He's asking, the PG deal says unlimited stacking, but doesn't list any level or any agency plan. How do features scale up per code? So if you look at on our website, you would see that one code will give you 50 website monitoring, 10 server performance, and there is a number associated with every single code. So Stephen, as soon as you start, if you are looking for more of those, then you can simply add more codes and it will add the same amount of details. So as you can see, with one code, there is 10 server, 50 website, 50 check, and 10 blacklist. So if you'd like to increase that limit, then you can simply add additional codes. If you are looking for agency licenses, then that's something that we can definitely discuss if there is enough inquiries about it, where people are looking for white label reselling option, where you can possibly like resell, or maybe an agency plan of Uptime 360. If there is enough request that comes in, then I can definitely push Abdus and his team to maybe like add that, and we can offer that to you guys. So if there is, then just let us know, and we can definitely try to make it happen for you guys if there is again enough request. So let's move on to the next question. It's from Paul. And Paul is saying he currently uses shared server with multiple cPanel and WHM. And his question is, will Uptime 360 work for him? And if so, are there any limitations?
It depends actually what you actually want to monitor. For shared hosting, if you just want to check your website, then you can add in the website section. It will monitor every minute your website is up or down. And also you can create alert with some custom string. After getting your website data, if the string is present there, then if they're not there, then it will notify you. So for shared hosting, maybe if you want to just monitor your website.
Awesome. By the way, guys, if you guys don't know, then please do remember that these guys already have mobile apps available as well. Is the iOS app live as well for Uptime 360?
No, currently we did not finish it, but we have a plan.
Awesome.
Plan for.
Awesome. So I think the Android app is already ready. So all the Android lovers, you have first head advantage over here. If you're using iPhone, then you just have to wait. There is no other option than waiting. So there is one question from user Jerick, and he's asking the notification. So yes, so there is an SMS, email, Slack notification. Then there is push notification, and there is Twilio integration for SMS if you're looking for SMS. At the same time, there's one question about monitoring, and you can also monitor CPU usage, disk usage, bandwidth, etc., etc. at the same time. Is that correct, Abdus?
Yeah, right. Not only that, we have more option. If you go to the alert section, you will find a lot of things.
So guys, again, this is something that we want to highlight again. You can also monitor your CPU usage, disk usage, bandwidth. There are a ton of options. So if you can quickly, Arnob, if you can quickly show over some
Yes,
of those
sure.
options before we take on the next question.
After adding server, if you go to the server details page, like by clicking, suppose you have added this server, and if you go to the server details page, then you'll find a tab called alert. If you click on alert tab, then here you'll see the button called alert, and if you click on that alert button, you'll see all the alert types, like CPU usage. Here it is. First CPU usage. You can set the comparison operator, like it is more than your limit or equal to your limit. Suppose your limit is 80%. So if it is more than your limit, equal to limit, less than your limit, or not equal to.
So guys, like there is a complete range of options in order to track,
Yes.
right from the server related stuff as well. So it's up to you how obsessed you are about every single of your tracking and how you want to be like completely in control over things. You have been given every single option. This is a very, very extensive app that's really very well built. And it has taken a lot of time to really get to the current stage. And we wanted to ensure that the product is fully matured and ready before we bring it to you guys. So the kind of response that we're getting is pretty incredible. So we really thank you for all the support that you have shown so far. Moving on, we'll get to the next question. It's from Jerick, and he is asking, can we monitor Linux services like MySQL, Xmit, and initiate restart if it's down? So Abdus replied that yes, you can monitor. Is there also like some sort of admin panel, Abdus, by any chance, where like people can restart the server, or is it strictly tied up with monitoring?
Actually, if you want to monitor and get the server metrics, you need to add in server, and it will monitor all the things. You know, in the alert section, you already see. You can monitor a single process. In alert section, you select a process and type the name. And
actually, he tried to ask that if he can control his some basic
basically
commands.
basic commands like restart, shutdown, and all those
No,
basic
it's
commands for
not
the server.
actually.
no. We did not do
That will
this.
take a lot of privileges from the server instance. So, as a monitoring tool, it should not be practiced.
Okay, I hope that answers the question, guys. So it is not a control panel, but it is a monitoring check. So
Yeah, right.
if we do that, then the project is going to be like way different, which would require more privileges, and that's not the vision and mission of the software. Moving on to the next question. Um, does it also monitors the performances of the site or the server? Especially, let's say, if someone is running Node, then not just uptime, but does it also tracks the performance, and does it alerts if there is any sort of performance improvement that can be done on the server side? Or are you planning for something like this?
Yeah, currently we have only the server. Currently we have only the website. In the website section, you can see the ping latency actually.
No. My question is, will it also track any sort of
Benchmarking, right?
benchmarking, like any sort of
Okay.
performance testing? So let's say that you guys have built this on Node, for an example, right?
Okay.
So is there a way, or is there any plans to have any sort of like specific agents, like how New Relic does, where you install an agent and it also tracks your performance of your Node app, and it constantly gives you that performance enhancement
The
ideas?
analytics, actually, the performance analysis or benchmarking, whatever you say, the benchmarking is not yet implemented in the platform, but we have that in plan.
Awesome. So that's already in plan. That's actually very huge,
Right,
guys.
of
So,
course.
guys, this is absolutely huge. This is something that even I didn't know about. Thanks for clarifying in the Q&A, because this really takes Uptime 360 to a whole new level, especially if you are running a SaaS. This becomes an absolute must, because if you're running things on Node and other things, then performance benchmarking is something, and the current tools are very expensive. You talk about New Relic, you can be dropping out thousands of dollars a month to New Relic. So this is absolute no brainer at that point of stage. So this is brilliant. And I'll personally like to thank you for adding this, because this is absolutely amazing. We've been getting amazing comments. People are loving the UI UX. People are absolutely loving the entire product so far. Guys, if you have any questions, please let us know. We'll be taking just a couple of more questions before we wrap up the session. So there is a question from Darshan, and this is a very interesting question. So what happens if uptime services are down? When you upgrade your system, then any downtime for our server monitor also. So this is, I suppose, quite obvious that if you are taking a server down, then it will get monitored. But Abdus, how do we show it to the users, and how do we communicate? So let's say that I'm on server 1 on DigitalOcean, and I have outgrown where I'm planning to move to AWS now, right? But at the same time, a lot of companies, they do offer SLA or uptime guarantee of, let's say, 99.5%, 9%, right? In this case, when you're moving a server, then for several hours or days, let's say like 10 hours or 5 hours, the app can be down. At that stage, are we going to send out an alert to the user saying that, hey, the website is down? Or how are we going to show that in the stats without compromising and making the stats look like weird, because it's going to be on public domain?
You are talking about if the uptime itself is down, who will monitor it?
No, so there are two
No.
questions. There are two different questions. The first question is, if Uptime 360 itself is down, then what's going to happen? And the second question is that if I'm moving from server A to server B, then in that case, how do we ensure that we communicate this with the users and it doesn't get tracked by Uptime 360, so that our stats, that is the uptime stats, doesn't get compromised or looks weird, because when you're selling, uptime becomes one of a good selling point. In, let's say, if you're selling software and you're saying that, hey, we offer an SLA or we offer 99.9% uptime, it just adds in a big bit of peace of mind for your customers. So how are we tackling both these situations?
Okay, for the first question, I will talk about the if the uptime itself is down. Oh, our full infrastructure actually in Amazon AWS. So for API, we are using the Lambda, and we are storing the data. For the data, we're using InfluxDB, and for the front end, we are using CloudFront, and for the MySQL database, we are using Aurora, and for tracking the bug, we are using Bugsnag. So all are from Amazon. So
Awesome. So
if you say
Darshan,
uptime,
so Darshan, just in case if AWS goes down, then I think 40% of the
yes,
world is going to go down, and there is
exactly.
absolutely nothing we can do. So
Yes.
AWS hardly goes down, by the way. But if it goes down, then I think there is going to be a ton of services that goes down at the same time. So chances of that happening is very, very, very rare. It happened once with Amazon in 2019, and then in 2017, I think. But that's pretty much it. But those are very rare occurrences. What about the second
Yeah.
question?
The second question is, so if you want to plan to move your server, and on that time, if you want to disable to monitor, if you can go to the Uptime 360 user management portal, and you can disable the monitoring system. Or another option is you can create an incident. So the incident will stop the monitoring.
Awesome.
So when your moving is done, then you can enable the server. So client will see your service is 100% up.
Awesome. I hope, Darshan, that answers your question. The next question is from Rainier, and Rainier is asking, what is the release date for SSL monitoring? Is it anywhere in like a week or two, or is it more?
For SSL and some other thing, Arnob, can you please reply this answer?
Oh no, we got to get into action.
And when I placed them in roadmap, I actually put the possible release date range actually. So based on that date range, I would say that SSL will be released before September.
Awesome. So you got to wait until September, or if the other things are done faster, on a
then
faster
it will be
priority,
released.
then definitely it's going to move up. But API has been such a heavily requested feature by so many people
Exactly.
that APIs are the first feature that's really going to be released at the moment. So Joseph is saying he just came late. What are the notification options? Can we send an outgoing webhooks as notification? So Joseph, right now, you can send notifications on your email, Slack. Then you can use Twilio integration for SMSs. Then there is a push notification, and there was one more, right? Can you go to channels and notifications again, or no?
Yes, sure. Sorry. Channels.
There's another one is pushover.
Yeah. So there is Twitter. That's what I forgot. So there is Twitter. Then there is pushover, Slack, Twilio, and email. Joseph, if you have any other feature requests for notifications where you feel like it could be very handy for you for notifications, then what you can do is you can simply go to uptime360.nolt.io and add your feature request over there and ask other users to just upvote. And based on that, we can prioritize. So again, you can do that, or you can simply go to the site, go to the footer, and there's a feedback button in orange color. Simply click on that. You'll see a modal popping up. And simply click on that, and you can add your feature, basically. So that way, other people would see as well, and based on whatever people are asking for, it will get added. So I think Twilio integration for SMS is already done. So we'll have to just mark that as done. Awesome. So I hope that answers your question, Joseph. Moving on to, let me see if I missed out any questions. Yeah, Stephen, thank you. Definitely. Thank you so much, Stephen. I really hope you like the tool. It's built with a lot of love, a lot of care by the founders, and they have put in a lot of efforts, both of the team members, everyone. They've been literally working almost 15, 16 hours a day right now to get this product to the current stage. And your love is definitely going to help them have some nice sleep in the coming days. That all the hard work has really been put into so much love, and they'll keep delivering amazing stuffs in the coming time. So Robert is asking, can it also monitor Windows Server? So Robert, I think you missed out earlier, but we did mention that Windows monitoring is coming up very soon. They're currently working on an agent. So once that agent is released, then right away Windows monitoring will start working. Same with any other OS basically. So right now Linux is available. Uh, Windows is coming up very soon. And if you have any other suggestions apart from that, you can again go to uptime360.node.io and just put up your suggestion list over there. Any plans for adding webhooks, Abdus?
Yes, we have a plan. We have a plan to add webhook.
Awesome.
Because for the automation, you must need an webhook. Otherwise, you cannot do an automation. So our
Awesome. I
plan for the
think I think
monitoring.
that I think that will make a lot of people happy because a lot of people rely on webhook. So guys, webhook is coming up very soon as well. Moving on to the next question. I think I've covered everything. Guys, if you have any other questions, please let us know. We'll be very, very, very happy to cover your questions. Again, we want to make sure that you really feel safe about the product. It's an incredible product made with a lot of work, a lot of hard work, and a lot of love and care has gone behind to this product. It's extremely solid. Everything works right out of the box. A lot of time has been spent on testing every single feature before it's out, and it's amazingly ready. There are hardly any features that you would come up and will have to really wait to get started. The product is full-fledged ready. It's mostly the API request that's coming up, but that should be live before the end of June. Ideally, we'll be targeting to push the API very soon, and once it's out there, there's going to be complete documentation and everything available for you guys as well. So with that, thank you so much everyone for joining in. I hope you guys absolutely love the product. Please, you can head to pitchground.com/product/uptime360 and grab your lifetime deal for just $59. That's it. And you can stack as many codes as you want. For the majority of the small business owners, one code would be more than sufficient. But if you have your customers, if you have multiple customers, and you want to start offering some services to them, then you can just stack in your codes, come in to your account, and just keep adding their services inside the website so that you can also offer them some sort of service. And at that point of stage, I think you can definitely charge a bit of upselling of $10-20 a month from your customers and add in some nice upsells revenue right away. So with that, we're going to be wrapping up the session. I hope you guys enjoyed the product. Please do let us know. If you have any questions about the product or anything in general, you can reach out to us at support@pitchground.com. And once again, thank you everyone for staying up till the end, watching this webinar and showing interest in this product. If you have any questions, we'll be coming back again. We'll be doing more webinars. We'll dive more deep in, and the further questions that's going to be coming up, we'll be covering those questions as well. But once again, thank you everyone for joining up. Before we wrap up this incredible product walkthrough, Abdus, you want to say anything to the fellow pitch grounders?
Yeah, I want to say just one thing. Get the code quickly. Otherwise, you have to pay a lot of things.
That's really very salesy. But yeah, like but on the fun point aside, guys, do share your support, and if you love the product, please do share the product with your friends and family. If you feel it's going to benefit them and their website, then do share it. That's all we request for, and we will ensure that we'll keep delivering you amazing pieces of features every single month that's going to be coming by, and we'll keep you updated. So once again, guys, thank you so much for joining in, and I hope you guys are staying safe, and you guys are really using the opportunity to work from home to transition, pivot your business. It's high time, and at the same time, start effectively using the time and change your marketing at the same time. With that, we'll be wrapping up, and thank you, Abdus, thank you, Arnob, for joining us, and we will be seeing you guys soon, shortly. Have an incredible week ahead, guys.
Thank you. Thank you.